Hi guys, welcome back to another Friday night crafting video. So today we're gonna be creating this enchanted forest little mini album. In this collection, it's really fun. I love the colors, and we are going to be making this fun little type of potion book and just create all kinds of different pockets and different elements. Also, let me remind you to go visit and Debbie, as she is also preparing a fun little tutorial for you as well. And I'm also going to be using some heavyweight cardstock. So I'm going to start with that. And I want this book to be quick and easy. So I am just going to fold 4 pages in half. So I'm just going to score at 5.5 right here and fold these in half. And then I'm going to cut 4 pieces of 2 inches by 8.5. And we are going to score these pieces at 1 inch along the 2-inch side. So now we're gonna put the pages together by simply adding this connector piece in between. So I'm just going to glue these right here, and I'm going to glue these to the close side. Okay, and I'm going to do all of them on the same place. Okay, so now we're going to work on a couple of fun layouts for our book. And so I am going to first cut 2 pieces of 5, okay, by 8.5. And I'm just going to do all the cutting ahead right now, and then we're going to put these pieces together. I'm going to do 2 pieces of 4.25. Okay, and these are going to be by 7. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of those. Those are gonna be cute little pop-ups. Then I'm also going to do this piece, and this I'm going to leave at 8.5, but I am going to cut these to 10.5. Okay, and I'm going to do 2 of each. And so let me do 1 more here. So again, 8.5 by 10.5. Okay, and Then I do want to do a couple pockets here as well, so I'm going to do 2 pieces of 5, and these are going to be by 6 1/4. Okay, 5 by 6 1/4. Okay, so again 2 of those, and then I'm just going to do 1 more layout, and these are just going to be 5 by 8 1/2. Okay, so 5 by 8 1/2. Okay, and now we're going to score. Okay, so we're going to start with the last, so the way I have it here on my pile. And so this piece is 8 1/2 by 5, so we're just going to score at 1/2 inch along the 8 1/2, and I'm just going to fold, and same thing here, whoops, 1/2 inch along 8 1/2. I'm just gonna put them here on the side, make a little pile. And then these pieces that are 6 1/4 by 5, I'm going to score at 1/2, 5 3/4, and then I'm going to turn that and do 1/2. Okay, same for the other one. Okay, we're gonna do 1/2, 5 3/4, and score at 1/2. Now the pieces that are 10 1/2 by 8 1/2, we're going to score at 5 and at 10. Okay, same for the other one, 5 and 10. Okay, I'm just going to fold along the score lines here. Okay, same thing for this one. Right there. And then I'm going to score the pieces that are 4 1/4 by 7 at 1/2 inch along 4 1/4, and at 3 1/2 along the 7. Okay, and again I'm going to fold along the score lines. Same thing for the other one. We're gonna do 1/2 inch and 3 1/2 folds along the score lines. And then these last 2 pieces I am not going to score, so these are the ones that are 5 by 8 1/2. So for those 2 pieces, I'm just going to add my design paper. So this is going to be 8 1/4 by 4 3/4. So I'm gonna do 1 and 2, and so these ones are just going to be glued right on top. Let me grab the other one. So I'm just gonna glue those down. I am going to maybe use these leftover pieces, and oops, I'm going to cut these at 3 1/2, okay, by 3 1/4. Let's see here, and these should be able to fit on these 2 sections. And so I'm going to use my 3/8 of an inch tape and just add it right here. Okay, And then we're going to fold this, and I'm going to cut the corners out. Okay, and these are going to be pop-up pieces. So I'm going to do the same for this one. I'm going to cut a new sheet of paper, but first I'm going to just add the tape right here and just cut these two sections out. So I'm going to cut this piece here. This is going to be 8 1/4 by 5 1/4, and this is going to be the same size for all of your base pages. And I'm just gonna do 2 right now, and I'm going to also cut these at 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. Now I'm going to use these 2 sheets, and I want to start working on my base pages and start adding my interactive elements here. So I think I'm going to start with the first, I guess that will be the second page, and I am going to glue a magnet right along the top, right there. Okay, and then I'm going to cover this page with one of my design papers. Again, this size will be for all the pages. I'm just doing the ones that I need to do for adding the elements that we made. Okay, so I'm going to do this one here, and now I'm going to use one of these pieces that we just simply cover up, and we're going to put it right here on the side, and I'm going to attach these with a brad. So I'm just going to poke a hole right there, and we're going to add a little brad right here. Oops. Let's see. Place it. I'm gonna turn this to the back and open this up. Okay, and then now this way we have this spinning page, and I'm going to add a second magnet to keep that in place. So I'm gonna put a magnet right there, and we're going to add a tape. Put the sticky side up. Okay, right here. I'm going to do some glue, and I'm just going to close this and just rub on the sides of the tape to get that to connect. And now I'm just going to make sure it's glued, spin that to the back, and now this is going to be a fun little spinning interactive page. Now then you're gonna go back and cover the back of this. You can even add a picture there as well. So that's going to be one layout. I'm going to do the same for this one here as well. So for the next page, I'm just going to use one of my accordion folds, and I'm going to put that one on this side, and I'm just going to glue this down and just line it up here to the edge. Okay, and I'm just going to press down. Right here like this, and then we're gonna cover that with paper. I'm going to do that one a little bit later. So on this side, I'm just going to keep this plain, and so now this is going to open up like that. So make sure this is good all the way. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the next page here. So for this page, I want to add the little pop-up piece, and so I want to make sure to cover this with cardstock. And then we're going to add this piece here, so I'm just simply going to fold these and take out the tape from the back right there like this. Oops, there we go. And then I'm just going to place these at an angle. Okay, make sure that center is touching here, the bending line. And then I'm going to remove the tape on the other side and just close this whole thing. And then when you open this up, you're gonna see your pop-up right in there. And so we're gonna have two pop-ups. The other one is this one here. So I'm going to repeat that same process. I'm going to skip a couple pages maybe and just put it here. So for the next page, I'm going to do the same accordion folds. I'm just going to add my glue and add this one right here on the edge. And so we have that right there, and then I'm going to add the two pockets. So I'm going to cut the corners just like that, and same for this one, cut the corners, and I'm going to fold along these four lines. Okay, and then I am going to add one pocket. Let's see, after the first pop-up page, I'm going to add this pocket here, so you can do it on either side, and I'm going to place it right there. And then the last two layouts, I'm just gonna put on my empty page, and this is the one before the pocket. I think I have the last one and this one both empty, but I think I'm just going to put it here. Now for the covers, I'm just going to do 2 pieces of 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to glue them on the cover just to make the covers more sturdy. And so I'm going to do one for the front, one for the back. Make sure these are not longer than your page, so I might need to trim this a little bit. Okay, and there you go. So make sure that it doesn't go over your bending line right there. And I'm just going to glue this on top. Okay, and we're just going to add one right here. Okay, and then one for the front. And I'm just going to take that out. Okay, so then I'm going to use another sheet of paper, and this is going to be for my covers. So I'm going to cut these at 8.5, or for my spine. So I'm going to do this by 4 inches. We are going to score this piece at every 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to score all the way. I'm going to start at 1 inch actually, and then I'm going to do every score line right here. Okay, just keep going. So I'm starting 1 inch away from the edge, and I'm going to go all the way down to 3 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold these, and this centerpiece that has all the score lines, it's hard to see on the video, but you will feel the texture. You can kind of see it right there. We're just going to fold and give it that circular shape. Okay, and then I'm going to glue these on each side of my book, and you want to make sure it's loose enough like that so you can open your book. You don't want to make it tight like this. So you want to glue probably about the 1 inches on each end down, and the rest is just going to be loose like that. You will be able to fit maybe about a finger in there. So we're just going to add the glue right here. Okay, on the 1 inch. Line this up, press down, and then we're going to turn this around and also do the glue on this 1 inch section. And now we're just going to close that, and also make sure that you have plenty of room in there. And before I glue those 2 pieces, I'm going to add some ribbon here to have a closure for this book, and I'm just going to cut just a long piece. And so there you go. We're just going to finish decorating the inside and the cover as well, and we are all done. I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I hope that you enjoy this series. Thank you so much for coming back every week, and let me know which project was your favorite. As always, I love to read your comments. I'm already preparing the next series for you guys, and I'm just super excited. I want to wish you a happy Halloween, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.